Greetings, listeners. We're back with more exciting sessions from the Wednesday Night Crew. We're still playing the quote-unquote one-shot called Dwarven Fiasco. Farah and Walter are back in the action, and I'm sure there will be another great plan from Strick. Still waiting to see what door that platter will unlock. Let's listen to see what happens.
All right, we're back playing Dwarven Fiasco. The players are Chris, Chad, Bill. Did I get that right?
You totally did. So proud of you.
Jonathan and Emily. Last time, the party was split. They were investigating the bunk room, and two groups of dwarves popped out of the nearby towers, columns, and drove a wedge between the two. Walter and Farah had fled before them. The other three stood their ground and made short work of the harassing dwarves. Walter and Farah managed to flee out the entranceway from whence they came. And when they got out of the zone, of course, the pursuit stopped and reset. So they came just like in real life. So they returned to search for the others, what became of the other three. Which also leaves 6 wandering monsters moving around. Walter and Farah, can you see the map? Are you sharing screen?
We do not see the map. I don't have screen. You should have screen share privileges.
Okay.
Good improvisation last week, though, too, sending it to Discord, because that was nice to be able to read that. It's confusing.
It is in Discord under pictures also.
Oh, okay. Nice. Let me pull that up.
All right.
Oh, very cool.
Right below that stud and his wife.
Nice.
We get it, Chad. You're good looking. We get it.
Thank you.
That is.
See a big smile on Strick's face for no reason.
I feel like a couple of the baseball players on the All-Star game look like you last night.
Like me?
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's
yeah.
Chad.
When Napoli played for the Indians, like 4 or 5 times, people say, "Oh," when I was up in Cleveland, they're like, "Oh my God, that's Napoli," and I was like, I'm like 5'8".
Yeah, you don't see it on TV, but like when you're at the games and you're up close, you're like, man, these ball players are huge.
They're so tall.
They're just like tall, they're jacked, and you're like, man, just like regular dudes on TV.
Right.
It's like when you're watching basketball too, and you're like, oh, they're it's just everybody's as tall as everybody, so they all
Right.
they're tall, but then when you see them next to regular people, you're like, oh my God, they're giants.
Right.
Great,
We sat below the court last year, and looking up at them,
Just like,
it looked like a kid's illustration.
All right, so you are at 1. You hear some tumult over in the distance. Again, north is to the left, so you hear some tumult to the southeast, where presumably Torvin, Strick, and Rosemary. Rosemary or Rosemary? I keep thinking of Dick Van Dyke.
Rosemary, like the herb.
Like the baby, right? Rosemary's baby.
Or that, yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Then we would.
Presumably, or you could go exploring on your own.
Nah, we want to run over there.
Farrell, where did you come from? We could have used you back there. We held them off as long as we possibly could.
There was this slime, and I
right.
threw the slime with a mage hand. It didn't really work out in my favor, but it still was kind of cool. And I used an axe, and I hurt things. And Torvin gave me positive reinforcement.
Did we ever kill that slime?
You did. You are covered in snot, basically.
All right.
And I didn't
Nice.
mess up at all. Nothing didn't go as planned last week. Yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad that yeah, that it went well.
Gives a big wink to Rosemary.
Gosh,
Well,
I take up my
sorry
jump.
we weren't
Everything
here,
was fine.
yeah.
Everything was great. So good.
As you ran past 7, you saw a sundered loaf of bread on the table, which otherwise looked fine. You are now between 7, 8, and 9.
Okay.
8, the doors are open. It's a kitchen-y area. 9 just looks disheveled inside, since those were the private dining rooms that you took all the hangings off the wall.
And we got this very important recipe. So
You did.
A recipe. Ooh, I like trying new foods.
yes, it's for a out of
It's
game.
written
What was it? It was indestructible bread. We thought, or was it like
You
a
were
bread
looking
golem?
for that, and what you got is a recipe written in French called Le Twink.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, some sort of
Ooh, maybe a dessert.
looks like a puffy cannoli.
Ooh, sounds delicious.
It's full of chemicals. You'll need an alchemist to decipher it.
Mm.
Yes, 9. You took the wall hangings off the wall. The table is still set with goblets of red fluid and platters of nothing but bones left. Silver platters, I might add.
Lovely silver. If I were a murder hobo, I'd take those. I'm not here for
Fancy
silver.
pig.
Right, but you're on a mission. You've got to stay focused.
Yes, that's right.
Exactly.
Well,
Come
maybe we
back.
should just take one then. Yeah, this
are
this
these-
single one will fit in my pack.
Are
Yeah.
these side dish platters or are these like main dish platters?
Yeah, one
These
each.
are main
right?
dish platters. They have. Let me describe the skeletons on them.
Skeletons on the platters? Like as in being served
Yeah,
on
just
or
bones.
carved into? Okay.
Tiny animal skeletons.
Rats
Which
and
ones
bats,
did they
if
say?
I remember correctly.
Rats
Rats
and
and
bats.
bats and mice.
Piglet, raccos, and duck. What is a racco? Probably some kind of rat. A raccoon rat, I would guess. So you took one of those platters just to see?
It's quite shiny.
It's interesting that you were interested in the platters and not the beverage of choice. However,
Well, I see.
when you touch the platter, though,
Yeah.
not that I'm railroading you into anything. The skeletons wake up, and according to my list, they're tiny animal skeletons. I don't know what a racco is,
Oh.
but they are angry at being disturbed, as many things in this place are.
Yeah. Okay. This is all, part of my plan. This is all to normal, all scheduled here. But what? We're gonna need to kill these. I'm barely walking as it is. Boy, oh boy.
I'm fairly certain that you will need to kill these. Initiatives.
All right.
Dragging you into a
Right
lot,
into it.
Rosemary.
What was that, Strick?
I seem to drag you into a lot these the last few hours.
Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe need to switch up the decision making in this this little group here. I got a
Might-
14.
Might be wise. Also
Rosemary,
a 14. I have no
14.
dex.
I have a +1 dex.
Robinson.
I think I should. I think I'm going to make the decision for us that I will go before you, Strick.
There you go.
Another layer of the plan. Yes.
Executive decision.
It's like doing exactly what I want.
I didn't get the other ones. Can you say them again?
I got a 6.
Nice. Walter?
5 for Walter. He tripped on the way in and biffed
Also
it.
nice.
I'm still trying to catch up. Yeah.
Which leaves Torvin with a 21.
Zero.
No way.
0.
No way.
What?
Do you have a minus in your initiative?
I have a -1 because my poor dex, my dump stat dex,
Holy
and
cow!
I rolled a 1. So
Wow.
that equals a 0, right? 1 minus
Yeah,
1
that
is 0.
was-
So does that mean
That
does that
is
mean
true.
lose a turn in the first round? Is that what? Or you go
I mean,
every other round?
I just don't do anything.
It's just a number.
You're just
It's just a
watching.
number.
You're just like, yeah. Mhm. Just a number.
Although if you got a 20, I'd let you get a surprise round and then start the thing.
I mean, I am surprised at how
All right,
my roll was.
Skelly 3, probably the duck, is first. Skelly 1 is probably the piglet. That's second. Then it is Rosemary and Strick. Skelly 2, this is a Racco, whatever that is. And then everybody else.
All right.
Skelly 1. Strick is the one who lifted the platter, which that is on.
Why would you do that, Strick?
Well, it's shiny. I know that this platter has something to do with the plan later.
Mhm.
It's got to be a key to one of these. It's illusory wall or Medusa, something.
Eventually you'll get that. Okay, this guy missed with a 6. For the beak attack, do ducks have claws or just webbed feet? And he says he gets a claw attack,
Sure.
but it doesn't say multi-attack. So I'm going to assume these are separate attacks. He does a beak attack and misses. Tiny animal skeleton number 2. You're also right there. Everybody's at the door saying, come on, leave it alone. But no, there you are. The piglet gets an 8. Does that hit?
No.
Well, good.
Was I muted when you asked me about the platter? I'm sorry. I think I've been muted for quite a bit.
No, you were the one who showed interest, so I assumed you picked it up.
Oh, yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I've been
Okay.
muted for a minute. I was trying to role play, and I thought it was really funny, and my apologies.
Well, that's the point of
Oh,
being
yeah.
funny, because it's supposed to be a lighthearted dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
Okay, so Strick, I guess you're up.
He says, well, okay,
Pig or duck? Which one do you want to chop?
the one that swung at me, I guess that,
They both did.
you know what? We're doing both, though, actually, by the action. He goes, we'll give this one more shot, especially because I can't be standing here that much longer. Because he's crazy out of spell slots. He upcasts Thunder Wave to 3rd level.
Nice.
And I would love to how the DM gets to describe what's on this table and all the platters and everything else as he
These are downstairs.
booms this gigantic thunderous blast across this dinner table with all the skeletons and whatnot. So they need to make so it's a 15-foot cone, and they'll need to make a DC, I believe, Thunderwave's dex save versus 14.
Okay. Dex save versus 14. The duck does not make it. The pig and the Rakkoa, whatever it is, do pass. So how much damage does the duck take? And everybody else if it's level 3.
Okay, so nice. Ooh. All right. There's one more. So first. Oh my gosh. 2 8s and 2 1s. So 18 points of thunder damage, and those who save take half.
Okay.
On a failed save, the creature is also pushed 10 feet away from you. And if I'll let you describe what that dinner table full of all the plates, goblets, and accoutrements.
Everything, as you might imagine, ends up on the back wall. The duck is just disarticulated. The other 2 skeletons just look a little frazzled, or a lot frazzled. Also, the goblets, the platters and goblets are there too. The goblets, let's see how it's described.
Yeah, I was worried about that part, but it's part of the plan. Gives a wink.
Part of the plan.
Right, Walter? Yeah. Oh.
The goblets are, there was 3 of them in this room, 3 in the others, 3 platters in this room, 3 platters in the other. But so everything in this room is against the back wall. You notice, who can roll over DC 12? I mean, perception over 12. This is an easy one.
I got a 19.
You notice that the goblets are just, the wine is it's just continually spreading all over the floor. A huge puddle that you didn't think the goblets actually carried that much.
Huh.
So it's staining the noise dampening carpets. Okay. Rosemary, you are up. There are.
I still had 1 on me, right? I blew 1 away.
No. You pushed them all back, I thought.
Okay. Only if they failed, but if the 2 in front of me, so he's going to backpedal then.
Only if they failed, then the other 2 are still on the table.
Okay, so if I'm in or something's engaged with me, I won't backpedal then.
The piglet is still engaged.
Thank you.
Strick, I thought I was going to get to go first in this plan. You took that straight away from me. I thought we had that arrangement.
The plan is falling apart
already.
You let loose that thunderous blast last week that just saved the day. I thought maybe this time it'd work, but all I did was really bang the walls with those chafing dishes. I'm sorry, that was one hell of a noise.
Torvin, maybe you could explain to him what a plan is. Maybe that way he'll understand better if you explain it. You're good at that.
Absolutely.
And I pull out my hand drum and I start making some pretty raucous noise with it. And I'm going to, because I'm assuming there's not just the piglet skeleton, but there's actual skeletons, right? That got blown back. correct?
The duckling skeleton was scattered. The piglet and raccoon, whatever it is, are still on the table. Any other detritus is also blown away.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then I'm gonna cast Shatter, and it's gonna be 10-foot radius sphere. So I'm gonna position it so it won't actually like touch Strick in this equation. And they have to make con saves.
Their con saves would have been 9 and 8.
Ooh, okay. Then they will take the fullest of the full damage of this number I'm about to tell you, and that number is 10.
They also
10
are dead.
of the thunder damage.
They
And
also
go.
died.
Nice.
And so did the table. And those 3 goblets are Shatter.
Rosemary claps his hands together and then rubs them, like that, and it's like, that's how you do it, Strick. That's how you execute a plan.
Yeah, but where was the noise? Where was I guess it's very calculated from my end, but it didn't blow up, so I guess you got a point.
It's in my drum and my words. That's my noise. So am I noticing, like, is the wine, like, did the wine stop flowing?
Yes.
Abnormally? Okay.
Now that the goblets are shattered, there's
Okay.
the extent of the spill is the extent of the spill.
Okay. We should probably watch out for any more of these. I think these goblets were something a bit magical, just spewing endless wine from them, but they're not spewing anything anymore because they're broken. But maybe something to look out for.
And right there is why we never had anything but red carpets in the tavern there, because hides the wine spills. That's gonna stain forever there.
I always wondered that, because I thought it clashed a little bit, Walter, but I didn't want to say anything to you because I make good money in your bar, so I don't want to besmirch you.
It's purely functional. You can't have we can't pay for the cleanings all the time. You can restore some of the rugs, but that costs you.
I hope
Best just to let them red, and when the wine spills, it's not a big deal.
Or the blood, huh? Yeah.
That's once or twice, or perhaps more. Yes.
Well, it's twice 12. Yeah. Well,
Counting.
What's the difference?
A stain's a stain.
Yeah, and if we find any more, we can take them back to your tavern for your son to use to get endless wine. Sounds great to me.
Well, you did notice that there was the other room next to 9. It was identically set up with like this one, except the tapestries are still on the wall and the skeletons are still on the platters, as well as the goblets on the table.
Oh.
Now, if you want to waste another 3rd level spell slot, that'd be a good place to do it.
Strick's already looking back at Rosemary. Playing? And he's got his hands. No, okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah, might be better not to touch anything.
There's so much more to see.
We can always snatch one on our way out here.
Yeah, and then we can just run away from. They're small, right?
I never did get to test the wine though. You don't want it if it's sour or anything, but if it's good wine, then we may be swinging back.
I think there's still some on the floor over here.
I think if you go to the edge of the carpet and you just squeeze it out into a bowl or something, you could get a quick little lick.
Nah,
or be a dwarf out of it and just suck it right out of the shag.
Exactly.
Right out of the shag.
I've watched too many in my own tavern do that to me rugs. It's not something I'd like to be doing in front of anyone else. Or
we can
even
turn around.
No, it's really okay.
if you're sure.
I think that's a sign that a bartender should call you a cab.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, onward.
So that's it. Yes, onward. You're leaving the other room for later. You do see that areas you have not been in are 16 and 10 and 4A, 4B, 5.
For those at home, these are locations on a map.
These are locations on the map that they have not been, and so I cannot describe them.
I like we're already close to 16. Why don't we just check that door out? Any objections?
Yeah,
None.
that sounds good.
Let's do it.
That is the back office, serving as the primary entrance for the upper priests of the order. It's cubicles, 3 rows of desks, files within cabinets,
Walter, you see any important business type
purchases,
papers here?
donation staff. So what would have been when they filled the books at 3, they would have come back here. This would go back decades, centuries.
Well, I don't know too much about the books. The wine glass was more my speed there.
You ran a business.
I didn't say that I was good with the books.
I'm obviously not a numbers guy. As I'm tapping my drum, looking around at a bunch of papers and folders and shit. Like why am I even in here?
There are also tapestries on the walls that are not soundproof. You don't get the same dead sound that you got in the dining rooms.
I want to look behind a tapestry.
Of course you do. But you'd
Do
have to
it.
make a perception check.
I will do that. Well, hell yeah, that's a 22.
There you go.
Oh, good. DC 20. I thought you'd not find it.
Wow.
Wow.
There appears to be a secret door here,
Yes.
Ooh.
which you don't know how to open. Maybe there's a key somewhere. Maybe there's an action you must perform.
Hey,
Maybe it's a karaoke door.
I've got it, Rosemary. I've been watching you. You got your plan. And Strick pulls out his silver chafing dish and puts it to the door. Clearly, this is the key. He wiggles it about a bit.
hey, Farah, you
Yeah, I could take a crack at this.
you strike me as the slightly unsavory yet still friendly type.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like a trick, opening locked doors. It's fun. Let's see how it goes. So I'd like to take my thieves' tools and try to open this door. What kind of check is that?
Sleight of hand?
Yeah, I guess it would normally be sleight of hand, but I'm going to ask for investigation on your part.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, 10. Rolling really good tonight.
Oh, I'll get this. Okay, I'll get the plate out of the way.
Appreciate that. This should be
With
better.
your 10, what were you doing?
So I was looking for a lock to like where you would put a key or something like that.
Are you just looking, or I'm leading you here?
Well, trying to, if I find it, trying to insert some tools and jimmy the lock.
I'm going to disallow that. That's not what I was actually looking for. I was going to let you find it with a 10.
Oh, okay.
But that one's gone. Anybody else want to search the room further?
The door is impossible.
This was the door on the east that you can see on the map leads to 17.
Oh, nice.
Why can't you open the door?
I don't know. It's just impossible. I think it's broken. Broken door.
Oh, I go up to the door. I go up to the door and I just say knock knock and I knock on it and I cast knock.
Nice.
Oh, you cast knock.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, that would have to open it.
I forgot I had that, so I'm going to use it.
Broken door. What kind of door opens at knock? That's just crazy.
It does open.
Nice.
I think that might be the first time that knock has been cast
in a long time, right?
In a very, very long time.
Years.
I saw it in my available list, and I'm like, I'm going to pick this spell because nobody's ever used it. So I'm going to pick it, and I'm going to figure out a time to use it. So I'm using it.
Bravo.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I would have let you find the keyhole, so to speak, if you had been feeling around for it, because it says if you put your palm on the middle of the door, it would open.
I was just looking. So
right. So it opens, and there appears to be a small, just a tiny circular chamber on the other side. And you see the wandering dwarves, the 6 that had been chasing Walter and Farah, just kind of slowly approaching you from the west. You can see that through the open door. So,
run.
Run
into this room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Away from the dwarves.
So you may enter the tiny little round chamber. You may go out the other door and encounter the Dwarven guards, who, once again, I admit that I had been playing wrong for 2 weeks in a row.
Or even harder?
They just keep getting harder every time we play.
They will not be harder because these are not near their columns.
Okay.
I had been misplaying the ones who had just popped out of the column. However, there is something else that I had also been missing, which will come into play this time should you encounter them.
Dwarven, I'm going in. I'm going in the chamber thing. I'm going in this room over here. I don't want to fight those things. I'm going in here.
You see a button on it that says, one that says up and one that says down.
Guys, this is an elevator. Or not an elevator. That's not a thing back then. Guys, this is a lift. Up, down.
Nice.
It's an up, down machine thing.
Perfect.
Where are we going, up or down?
Love those things.
Let's go. Come on. Come
on. As they see you get...
How are we all going to fit in there?
Walter, hurry up. Don't hesitate. It'll be fine. I'll fly above you. It's okay.
We'll make it work like one of those clown wagons where they cram a bunch of clowns into a teeny tiny wagon.
Yeah, exactly.
I proceed to get in, yeah.
Anybody want to stay back and fight the trash mobs?
Squeeze through. Squeeze through, please.
Okay. So if everyone gets in, the dwarves see that and they start to speed up, and you're in there pressing the button, press.
And it does it.
That's how it works.
Do we need time?
And no, as they get close, then the door finally closes, and
thank goodness.
The lift starts to raise.
Oh, that dwarf caught his finger in there. Look, it's cut off.
So it's raising slowly. The music is, just inoffensive. The music is inoffensive. And as it's the lift is raising, the lights start to dim, and then they shut off, and it lurches to a stop.
Is it like pitch black inside there?
Yes, but I'm sure you all have dark vision.
No.
It's not magical darkness.
How do you not have dark vision?
Aren't we all
Because
dwarves?
he's human.
Aren't you?
Some of them are
Oh,
all
that's
dwarves.
right. Oh, shoot. I mean, okay. Yeah, I don't think I have dark vision either.
I say, hey, Walter.
Oh,
give me-
yeah. Or
Let me see your towel.
Yeah.
my bar towel here, and I
Yeah.
pull it out of my belt and I hand it over. Be careful with that. That's been with me for a long, long time.
I said, don't worry, I'm about to make it a whole lot better. And I cast light on it.
Nice.
Whoa, I can see again. Nice.
So now your bar
Okay.
towel is a flashlight for an hour.
You are metal walls decorated with intricate dwarven patterns. Okay. You're in a round metal room. The doors are closed. You're stopped.
These are some pretty intricate patterns here.
Well, remember what I taught you about the striations on the wall? If we see those little doors, we don't go a knocking.
No, I don't remember.
Well, that's where the doors spill out.
I have
Sweet.
I have an intelligence of 10, so
The blue and gray stripes.
I've got room up here for my prose, Strick. That's what I got room for in my brain.
Well,
So not to hiss this along, but I'm a wee bit claustrophobic here. It'd be nice if you could not be all crammed in the elevator no more.
Open it up then. Open up the door.
Yeah, Walter's gonna try to just. He's not looking for a button. He's just strengthening it. So he's just gonna try to rip and pry these elevator doors, the door open.
With any tools of any kind, or just your hands?
No, bare
Well,
hands, and
I got this silver platter.
it's
The key to get out. Yes.
Yeah, it's key to something. I know it.
It's definitely a key.
so I did the strength roll and got a crit fail. So
Whoops.
You bent my platter.
He's gonna throw his back out.
You get the impression with your crit fail that you're not going to be able to force them open. You'll have to break them down, or by attacking them as a mechanic, or find a different way out.
What are the doors made of?
Doors are not budging. Doors, stone doors. And as you recall from elsewhere in the on the first floor anyway, that you cannot harm the stone. Even your magical abilities that appear to make the floor buckle and the lava spew out, the stone was always pristine afterwards. Even the blast marks in the temple were just soot overlaid on the marble.
So Strick tries to channel a little bit of his third level spell, Stone Shape, where he can kind of mold stone. And he goes, okay, these doors are quite stuck.
Did you use, what does that spell do?
Stone Shape it's a third level spell. It lets you target a 5 foot area of stone and move it as they see fit. So it's not a combat spell. It's like a reconstruction of stone.
So it doesn't. Does it have any language like how many hit points it can affect?
No, it's quite the agility or utility spell. It's really not.
I don't want you to waste all your spells, so if you use that, the doors slide open just a little bit, so that maybe you can get your fingers in.
You touch a stone
Or a
object
pry
or
bar.
medium-sized section of stone more than 5 feet in any dimension and form it in any way you see shape, in any form into any shape that suits your purpose. For example, you could shape a large rock into a weapon, blah, 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 or a passage into a stone wall.
Okay, so again, you have, because at the beginning of the module, it mentioned, for reasons that it mentions, that the stone in the temple cannot be damaged. This particular encounter does say that the door can be damaged, and so I will let you open the door big enough that you can look out.
So as he does this, he just kind of pulls out his fingers and erodes the door from bottom to top, Star Trek style, and it goes zoop, and it looks like it like zips away. He goes, "I'm not leading the way. Let's go."
You can look out and you can see that. How far does dark vision go? 60 feet? Up or down, you're like in the middle of the shaft. And you can't see the floor or the ceiling.
Whoops. Part of the plan. Part of the plan.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And I really wish you would have rolled poorly at the bottom. This could be a stumper.
Well, somebody want to have a peek up top?
Yeah, can I get out of the elevator?
Sure, you can get through he's pushed it wide enough that you can stick your head through, and he could stick his head through. So you can certainly,
I could squeeze through, yeah.
Are you a
hey,
tiny
Walter.
creature or a small creature?
Small.
Okay, but I'd say you can
I'd say pretty skinny.
Get out there.
Hey, Walter, can I borrow your towel?
Yeah, here you go. Just make sure to bring it back.
Of course. And then I would like to fly upwards until I hopefully find the next floor or something.
The next floor, you figure by your rate, counting out the wing beats.
The second, yeah.
You figure that at your rate of fly speed, it's about 300 feet up to the next doors.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Okay. What if I go downwards? Like, how far up did we go?
You went, it says halfway, but I've decided it was like 200 feet down, 300 feet up.
Okay. All right.
Just exactly halfway. Plus, I figured you wouldn't have enough rope to climb down.
Yes, exactly.
300 feet.
No. So I come back. I'm like, all right.
The dwarves at the bottom have forced the outer door open, and they're
so I get out of there.
Come down
quick.
there so they can give you a squeeze.
No, thank you. And then I zip back up to the elevator, and I tell them the news. 300 feet above, 200 feet below, plus the dwarven guards. So.
Yeah, but they suck.
That's so many feet.
It is a lot of feet. I'm gonna need a minute. Catch my breath. Walter, here's your towel back. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. It's so we made it a good bit, but it seems is there any way to get this hunk of junk moving again?
I think that's our best bet.
Yeah, you can do an investigation or arcana.
I will do investigation.
And Walter's gonna stick his head out of this hole because it's less claustrophobic out here.
So I got a 20 on my investigation check.
Nice.
Okay, with 20, I can tell you that it doesn't say you can start it again. So I am open to creative solutions other than just fastening a rope to something and climbing down.
I think we could get it started again. Does anyone have any expertise with lifts?
Remember seeing that as a skill.
I'm going to go with a hard no.
Let's see.
Yeah, no.
What do I got?
From outside the door, he's gonna head out of the door. He's gonna sort of shout back into the elevator and just go, Did you see what kind of mechanism this thing uses? I don't see it out here. Is there any way we can? Is it just jammed, or do we have to? Is there a rope on it already? What do we got?
What do we have? It doesn't say anything. So, rise under a magical force. Nope. No ropes, nothing. You've got your head stuck out the window there, or the door. You can see that the walls are unnaturally smooth, just like everything else in the temple. The shaft was formed the same way that all the other surfaces are formed. So I'm going to say that just climbing is not going to work. Again, I don't want to force you into anything, but
I mean,
how many
we've got rope, right?
sections of rope do you have in your backpacks?
I've
so
got
basically, you're
one.
stuck here. You can climb one way or the other.
Could I use identify to figure out how to work this lift?
Sure. Again, I don't want you to waste all your spells. It's just a Dwarven standard elevator. It says Otis on the side. Currently, Otis Stonecutter. Yeah, you can keep mashing the buttons, but they don't seem to be energized anymore.
I see. So there's the power. We got no power.
It's just one paragraph. It doesn't give me many options here.
So if we could power the elevator back up, I feel like it would be okay. If we could just figure out how to do that.
Let me figure out rolling a d4. Does anybody know how to transfer spell slots into an object? Somebody roll an arcana over 20.
I will try my best. Nope.
See what I can do.
That's a no.
It's also a no.
Okay.
right, so back to the
All
road.
right.
Hold on.
Okay,
Okay.
wait.
I got some pluses. Nope, 14.
Okay, you cannot figure out how to recharge this thing as you suggested. That was a pretty good suggestion, though.
Never getting in a lift again. This is terrible. I'm just going to fly from now on.
In real life, I have a rule: don't get on an elevator with more people than you intend to get stuck with.
What if we all jump
pretty-
at one time? Will that?
Pretty solid rule.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
All
Are
right.
you actually planning on doing that?
Reese, should we all jump at one time?
Yeah, let's try it.
Sure.
Okay, these will be.
When do we go? Do we go on 1, 2, 3, and then go, or is it 1, 2, and then go?
I think we go 1, 2, 3, and then jump.
If we're jumping, let me get my head back in here. I'm not.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a very good call.
For sure. All right, who's counting? I'm ready.
I mean, it's my idea, so I'll do it.
Well, get your dice ready. You'll all do a strength check, and we'll do this as a group.
All right.
All right.
1, 2, 3, jump.
On the go.
Okay.
I got a 14.
I got a 9.
Got a 5.
13.
Strick slams down his plate, apparently right underneath him, just crushes it for the 16 to lead the group in the strength throw.
Yeah.
Poop.
Hey,
I really don't want to be stuck here, so I figured if you got an average over 15 that you would have, but
Yeah.
kinda
No, we're
close.
terrible.
It's okay.
Can we just jump again?
That was
Can we just?
bad.
I mean, logic would say we would
bad
jump more than
roll.
one time.
Okay. Yes, you
Right.
can jump again.
Yeah, let's jump again.
now is it the same
Guys,
on
let's
this
jump again.
time?
I
3,
believe
2,
in us
1.
this time.
I felt it budge.
3, 2, 1, jump, go.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, jump.
Jump.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
1. Jump.
Why are you counting after me?
I jumped already.
I swear it's just a lag. In this tight, cramped elevator.
All right, this time I got a 22.
I rolled the same damn thing I rolled last time. I got a 9 again.
I got an 11. I did better.
Walter rolled a 22 as well.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go. Boom.
And Strick with a 15.
Oh, good. Yeah, it does break free and it plummets.
I don't know
Down
if I
to
thought this
the-
through.
That worked.
Well, it's a
Brace yourself.
fairly tight fit. The air column is like slowing you down a little bit, and then you
You
land
broke
on
the
the
seal.
dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
They have fail safes. We'll be fine.
That's right. The fail safes in this case are the 6 dwarves at the bottom
Yes.
who cushion your fall.
Oh,
Excellent.
that didn't sound
Okay,
like
what is-
like a spring.
2 birds, 1 stone.
What is falling damage? Is it D6 per 10 feet?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yep.
So
I did
let's
look
have
it up in case I
let's have
No.
that. D6 per 10 feet. Well, it maxes out, I think. What is a max?
Terminal velocity. I don't know. That's a sage
It
advice.
caps out at 20.
That's one of those sage advice
D6.
rulings.
Yeah.
Oh, 20
right, we'll do-
D6.
10 D6. And if you do a dex save 15 at the bottom, you can halve that further by jumping right at the last second. Like,
Wait, is it 3? What? Because Strick's just straight up on the ceiling and then slams his head on the fucking floor for that one.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
I got a. If you count my modifier, Dex modifier, I got a 3. But I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2. You got a 1. I got a freaking 2.
I got a 18.
Man, this is gonna hurt.
Walter,
no, that's 30 points.
Natural 20.
30?
Points.
Okay.
30 points of damage.
I roll a 12.
And then
Do I still
half
take it?
that if you get over 15.
Half that if
Okay.
you got over
Okay.
15. Because you
Okay.
jumped right at the last second, just like they
Nice.
tell you. Unbuckle your seatbelt on the airplane. When it hits the ground, try to jump.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Right, to counteract that. Yeah.
As the lift hits, as the lift connects and lands,
Oh, no.
you see me pathetically try to jump, and I trip over my own feet
Oh, boy.
and just like
Jump
land.
on 2, Rosemary.
And Rose, you're talking to a dead man because I am down to zero HP.
Oh, no.
All right. Well,
Strick also jumps on 2.
I'll slap a cure wounds at 3rd level on my boy here.
I greatly appreciate that.
So let me roll, see what you get.
And Strick is also a pile on the floor.
So 12, 13, you get 15 points back. I'll do Strick also.
Oh, that's awesome.
Same cure wounds and that's 8 plus 6 is 14. You're going to get 17 hit points, Strick.
Oh, I jump on 3 next time, Rosemary. I'm sorry.
I go up, I walk up to Strick and I just slap him. Like your plans suck, Strick.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. But we'll see it at the end. I'm sure it'll pan out.
You killed me. Do better. Damn it! And I just turn around, and I'm like hitting my drum angrily and offbeat because I'm so like frustrated.
Well, we all survived. So that's the important thing.
For the most part, yeah.
We're all alive right now.
That's right.
Thanks to Torben.
Right now, we're all fine.
This is fine. Maybe we find somewhere to take a short rest. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what? So we're back down where we started? Is that pretty much what happened?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're still in
open the damn door
16.
and just fight the dwarves. We should have just done that in the first place.
It was the same, outcome.
The scene was funnier when they're like approaching you and you're trying to get into the elevator and they start to speed up and then anyway, I thought it was funnier.
It was great.
You are back in the office. Apparently that elevator was the wrong move.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
No
Clearly,
shortcuts in life.
Did not work out
Obviously.
for us.
If you want a short rest, you remember that there are like that bunk row for the hoi polloi in area 11. Or you can wall yourself in area 9, which you know you've killed everything in it.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
you could do
a bit
something
mentally
else.
drained. I don't know about
Yeah.
you all.
I like area 9, the dining room.
Yeah, it's closer.
Yep. And then we
Well,
can.
you can,
The table's still
sit at-
there. We could.
No, that table has been shattered by
Right.
the spells.
Sorry.
Now the room,
That's
Part of
right.
the plan.
the identical room right next to 9 is completely intact
Mm,
with soundproof tapestries to make you so you can like get a good rest in without any hearing all the clamoring of dwarves outside.
And all the animal
Just
skeletons that can come to life on the
just
table.
don't.
Yes,
touch
don't
anything.
touch the table.
That's it. That's all. We can rest with them. They're asleep.
Can Strick just rest in the other room with the broken table? It's probably best.
Well, that table looks comfier, but Okay,
You can't
yeah.
touch anything, Strick. This is the problem. This you're not listening.
Okay, I'll go take some notes over here. Yeah. We've had some successes. We've had some setbacks, but yeah, we'll improve. Next plan will be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're taking a short rest then, is that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You may take a short rest.
Cool.
Oh, again, everybody roll 1d6.
Oh.
Oh. I got a
Yes.
2.
As the mists rise up.
Got a 6.
I got a 6, man. Me too.
We're twinsies
Me too.
tonight.
Seriously. For good and bad.
I got a 1.
Oh, I got a rock.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Everything's cool. How do I out of game question real quick? How do I find my hit dice on a digital character sheet?
What class are you?
I am a bard.
I think it's a
believe that's a
D8.
D6.
D6.
D6
Isn't it?
sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
D6 number.
There's a D8 and 5e. I don't know.
The
I think it's a
expenditure is your character level.
I think it's a D8.
Bard is D8.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because just based on what my
Cranky.
max
Nice.
HPR, I feel like D8 is appropriate. Okay, cool. Thanks.
So Rosemary and Torvin do an insight check.
Oh,
Oh, sounds great. This will be fine. Insight
Dude.
plus 2.
I'm rolling good on the crap that doesn't really matter.
14.
I got a 6.
Again, you just like last week, you just feel a sense of foreboding, which is you've been around a while, you've been around the block a few times. So, but this time it just seems a little bit. You're more nervous than you would have been in a standard like kill the goblin, save the farm
Okay.
situation. But you have no more information than that.
You know, Torvin, these last how long have we even been doing this for? Like half hour? Hour?
Well, it's an hour now because that was a short rest.
Yeah. Torvin, this last hour has been kind of tough. Strick's gonna get us all killed.
Yeah, why are we listening to Strick anyway? I feel like maybe that's not the best.
He's a really nice guy. But
I mean, sure, but
I feel like you're the man for the job here.
oh, now you're gonna say things that are gonna go to my head.
You look over at Strick and he pulls the plate, the dented serving chafe after you. Oh, I was using it backwards. And he flips it around. That's it, right? I got it.
All right, where are we located? I'd like to let's keep moving, explore some new areas in this dungeon.
Yeah, you're
Follow me.
You're still at
gang.
9. You finished your short rest. You get whatever hit dice, whatever spell slots you are entitled to.
What have we not looked at? What about 13? 13 is an arrow going somewhere. I want to go there.
Yeah, that's all the way on the other side. But you do not encounter anything on the first floor. You get to
That's because we popped it all the first time, right?
those are
Sounds right.
who wants to do again an arcana check or a history check at 13?
So Torvin's leading the way, right? And we're all just kind of following him along. That's the
Right.
plan.
I can do.
You can follow Strick if you like.
No, that I'm good.
I got a 13
Right.
on a check.
Strick, come. You're following us. Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God damn it. I crit failed. I don't see a damn thing.
Where at? Here? Right in the middle of the wall?
I know at least know where I'm walking, Strick. I just don't I just don't see anything special. For some reason, I felt this innate urge to try to find something magical, but I don't seem to see anything.
Well, I guess let's just say that maybe this was written about in the pamphlet you had. You don't have to make a check since everyone sucks. That these are spirit lifts up to the next level. These spirit lifts are somewhat different than the elevator, which goes straight up and down and apparently is faulty. These are ramps that go up, and there is how big are these platforms?
So in our world, it's like an escalator.
Like one, but they're platforms that are, I guess, I'm going to say they're 8 feet by 8 feet, so they can fit in that square there, which is a 10-foot square, and go up that shaft, which goes up at about 60-degree incline.
I sure hope this thing works better than that lift did.
They're like one of those things you see in a video game. It's like like it just goes down to
Like
an angle.
So the platform is at the bottom of. There are 2 of these. There is one platform. Yes, it's an 8-foot cube. There's one platform at the bottom of each shaft.
Walter, this should be better for your claustrophobia, right?
Well, significant.
More open.
This feels. I was a little worried about that elevator, and rightfully so. I think I might be scarred. The claustrophobia is only ever going to get worse now.
Speaking of scarred, I think I'm going to take one of these lifts up with you, Walter. I died going down. I don't want to die going up.
Well, let's go ahead and jump on. They don't seem to be moving that quick. I think we can. Jump on them.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay. Which one, the east or the west, are each of you getting on? Or are you all getting on the same
split.
one?
I would like to get on the same one.
We need to all get on the same one, man. We need to stick together.
All right.
Yeah, right?
I guess we're all getting on the same one.
We don't know if they go to the same place.
That's true. We don't.
Yeah, well,
Strick's got
all
no
the
more
better
spells.
reason to be on one.
He used them all in the first room we went in.
You didn't get any back in the short
Someone as
rest?
smart as Mayan can take a little short break and come up with new plans. Strick is a wizard and did recover some spell slots in his short rest.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Strick, I have faith. I think you're going to get a good plan. One of these plans. They're going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He holds up the platter.
You just needed a break. Yep.
Head is clear now.
You do know a plan is figured out before the thing happens, right? Not after? Or not
Sometimes.
I mean,
that's the best plans by the seat of your pants.
I mean, even a broken clock is right 2 times a day, right?
Exactly, Thor.
I suppose it's true.
East or west?
Let's go west.
Okay.
That's my
when you get on the platform, it begins to rise on its own. You're reading the guest pamphlet, and it says that who is making it move? There's an elemental that is attached to each one as a like the counterweight, moving it up when there's people on it. As you slowly rise up this incline, you notice that every 20 feet or so is a little chamber with a inanimate skeleton in it, apparently guards who could prevent undesirables from reaching the lower residences. Halfway up, we are encountered a carrion beetle is living in one of these. Niches and pops out amongst you. So this ought to be an easy one for you. It's only a single carrion beetle who gets a surprise round, and then you guys begin. You can have the same initiatives you had before if you like.
Let's make it easy and do that.
Yeah.
Swarm of rats. That's not the one I'm looking for. Carrion beetle. There he is. Okay, his he gets a surprise round. Then he will slide in at number 5. I am going to arbitrarily choose Walter as the target. I assume he's got the most hit points at this point.
Very likely.
Arbitrarily.
Yes, that's not what that means, I guess. Multi-attack, bite, claw. All right. Does a 11 hit?
No, it does not.
How about a 14?
If it meets, it beats.
Yeah, so that was a claw attack. One target, 7 points of slashing damage.
All right. All right,
One
nick me
bite.
there. That's
Right, 1 bite and 2 claw attacks. So, okay. What about a 23? Does that hit?
Yeah.
Take
A little bit.
takes another 6 slashing.
All right.
Then he gets a 5 in the initiative. So if we're still using the ones before, either Rosemary or Strick is up next.
That didn't work out so well. I'll follow your plan this time.
Oh, me? You're talking to me.
We got a little pest problem here, everyone. It's
It's tearing Walter to shreds. Kill it.
Okay, yeah. So with that frantic direction, I run in with my hand axe and go to hack upon this thing. Is what I would like to do.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the lift is still climbing. I will say that in 4 rounds, you will reach the top. So we have 4 rounds beginning now before the battlefield opens and you can maneuver.
I got a 21 to hit and with 3 damage with my hand axe.
That hits. Your axe kind of just skitters off his chitin, though, leaving a nick. So you know you can damage him, but Strick.
Strick casts a lava bolt at the beetle for an 8 to hit, and that goes wide.
Yes, it does. Farah.
Farah's gonna get in there with her rapier and attack it. And that was the one that Dwarven did a cool thing on. So that is a 20 unnatural to hit.
That hits.
For 6 damage.
Walter.
Walter is gonna pull his great axe off his back and give this thing 2 swings. First one is a natural 20.
Boom.
Good.
All right, so we're gonna do. Ooh, this is gonna be. This is gonna be 23 slashing damage,
Oh, nice.
and then if it's not down yet, he will go
Oh,
ahead
it's not down.
and he'll slash at it one more time here. And that is a 21 to hit
Yes.
for 6 more slashing damage.
Okay. Then I want to save his big attack for when he dies. Multi-attack, bite, and claw. So one bite on Torvin is total whiff. Slashing attack on Strick does a 12 hit.
Does not. Strix toting some mage armor.
Does an 11 hit Rosemary. I'm going to say no.
That is a no. It does.
What? You're not wearing any
Yeah.
armor at all? Leather. Is that it? Okay, well, it hits you. So claw attacks is D6 plus 4. 8 slashing damage.
Got it.
Which leads Torvin. You're the last in the orders. Your turn.
All right, and it is not dead. I take it, because otherwise, why would I be going? I will do. I'll hit it with a battle axe, or at least try to. 13 to hit.
Nope. That shinks off the chitin and does not leave a nick.
All right. Let me. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. So it's back to the top of the order. Rosemary and Strick.
So
After you, sir. No, I insist.
yeah, I'm gonna let's see.
Follow the plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna so this is like what is this thing? A what?
A carrion beetle.
Carrion beetle. Okay.
Which I guess is different than a regular scarab.
So yeah, I'm gonna reach in. I'm gonna reach in and I'm gonna touch it, like grab a hold of it, and I'm going to inflict wounds upon it.
Yes.
And that's a spell that I can do. But only if I roll a successful melee spell attack, which I did not, because I rolled with my giant modifier, I rolled a 9. It's probably still not enough.
9 total?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not enough.
Correct. Yeah. I rolled a 3, but I had a +6. So that's cool. So I touch it and nothing happens. And I'm just like, oh, it's just gross and slimy. Why did I do that?
It is covered in like the putrid remains of his previous meals, the other adventurers who came before you.
Ew.
Lovely.
Ew, 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 ew. I'm like shaking my hand.
Strick.
Farrah, why'd you let me do that?
You said you had the plan.
No, Strick always has a plan.
Yeah, plan's aimed a little to the left this time. Oh, all right. And he has an 18 to hit. For 11.
That does hit.
11 fire damage to the beetle.
Okay. No, he's not resistant to fire. So 11 fire damage. Very well.
Should we use the plotter?
Farah.
Let's go in with that rapier again. Oh no. Critical one.
You just miss.
I miss. Okay.
I mean, you do stick him, but the rapier like does that really springy bend and like stings your hand like a poorly hit baseball.
Oof. Yeah.
Walter.
Walter gonna go ahead and take his lawnmower once again, the great axe, and swing it at this thing. 15 to hit.
That hits.
14 slashing damage, and then a second swipe of this is a crit fail. The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Yeah, you miss, and the head of the axe clatters on the floor. Again, the floor is not damaged, but it does. Everyone's impressed by how strong you are, with the resounding clang. All right, let me decrement the hit points here.
Bloody thing never stay together very well. I'll get it after this here.
He or it, I don't know what gender identity this beetle has, if any, Walter does a 20 hit.
Yes, it does.
Bite attack does 10 hit points. And 2 slashes. Farah does a 18 hit.
It sure does.
That's 7 with a slash. Dwarven does a 19 hit.
Absolutely not.
Oh, good. That is his turn. Bottom of the order, Torvin.
All right. I'm gonna call down a sacred flame on this guy. Yeah. So dexterity 13.
That is a fail.
Yes, it's going to take this damage then, as the fires of the forge hit him. Oh, that's nice. That is 17 points of damage. I'm sorry,
nice.
15 points of damage. No pluses on that.
Okay, top of the order. This is the beginning of round 3. The lift is just keeps sliding upward. So, Strick or Rosemary?
After you, Strick.
Yeah, it was just a little to the left. See, another one. Yeah, 14.
Does not hit.
Oh, okay, it's moving now. Your plan.
So, my spell didn't work, because it made me sad. But I'm going to try it again. One more time. Because why not? So.
Definition of insanity.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
Is it still insane?
Only if it doing the same thing and it has the same outcome.
And I'm going to roll my damages. And it is inflicting wounds of necrotic, and that is going to be a grand total of 25 necrotic damage.
Whoa.
Very nice.
Finally connected. Still gross. Still feels gross.
Mind over matter. You can do this, Rosemary.
Okay. This is still the third round. Farah, it is your turn.
All right. We're going to try to stab it again. Better this time. 22.
That hits.
All right. For 10 piercing damage.
Okay, Walter.
Walter, once again, slashing with the... Oh, no, wait. The great axe got... the head fell off. So he's going to take out one of his javelins and stab at this.
From Hell's Heart, I stab at the...
Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
And that's for 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then a second stab with the javelin for a natural 20.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Woo.
Because he was going to use his acid attack.
For 15 piercing damage on this one.
Your javelin, like the two attacks, like pierce its golf ball looking eyes. And so he's blinded and dead. And I was planning on when he got below 1/3 to have him deal his acid attack, which is 4d12.
Oh.
Had he lived, had you not killed him.
Walter, you're my
sorry.
favorite.
You would have been sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, and so there you are with the stinky insides of this thing leaking out, and you arrive at the top of the spirit lift.
Yep. Walter's going to grab the head of his axe and reset it as he's done too many times back at the bar.
Could you get a lot of trouble from drunken dwarves? All right. Let me change the map. Hey, there's a penguin.
Let's go to the beak.
Nah, the wing. Oh, squirrel.
No, that's a red squirrel. It looks like.
Yeah, red squirrels. I just started getting red squirrels on our property.
Oh,
Those
crazy.
they are very chattery.
Oh yeah, they were in the barn a few nights ago, and they made some noise.
Yeah, you know they're there, and that they're angry that you're there too. Okay. Lower residences. We're actually here at 15. So right in front of you is area 26, which I'm pretty sure is the upper kitchens.
Well, I mean, it's right there. We go there, right?
You pretty much have to. 2 60-foot spheres of darkness fill most of the large chamber, so you can't see all of it. But the north end beyond the darkness contains stacked bunk beds concealed about curtains. Toward the west, 2 60-foot long tables stand waist height, and the rest of this is stuff that the darkness obscures. All right, you hear a clamor. You see, not in the darkness, skeleton cooks with chef hats and throwing cleavers and knives and stuff at a very large swarm of rats. As you emerge from the spirit lift, let's see if they notice you. Everyone do stealth.
Yeah, because this will be good.
Mhm.
I mean, they're,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, just sneak
Quiet
right past.
now.
They're busy.
Oh my god.
I mean, you know they're there. They're
Sorry,
not
guys.
expecting you.
Yeah. I got a 22.
That's good.
17 for Walter.
Good.
Super sorry, guys. Got a 5.
Okay.
I don't feel bad about my 8.
8.
Yeah, at least you're not the one that dragged us all the way down.
Right. It's not my fault.
With Strix 12, he leans over towards Dwarven and Rosemary and goes,
That's good enough as a group check. They are focused on each other.
I say we leave them be. They look occupied.
I look at Torvin and I point at Strick and I go, and I nod and I say, broken clock.
You see, because like a clock has 2 hands.
There it is.
So if they stop, let's say randomly 10:30, there's 2 10:30s in the day
Yeah.
in a 24-hour period. So once at 10:30 it's right, and then twice at 10:30 it's right. So that's what they mean by broken clock. Twice right, 2 times a day.
I had a feeling, but I wasn't sure. I'm glad you broke it down
He's
for me.
Strick is not a clock though. That's just a metaphor.
well, I could be twice a day, as you pointed out.
All right, I got it backwards.
Could be a clock twice a day.
I'm not even gonna engage with that.
I'm sorry, I got confused with the number 15 up there. The spirit lists were number 13, not 15. So you're actually in a bar, but you do hear clamoring in the distance.
Okay.
There is rather empty. There's leather couches around a large stone table. There's smaller tables elsewhere, all of it seemingly empty. There's a long bar on the northern end of the room, holding glasses and bottles. Behind the bar are cases of liquor, kegs of ale, and bottles of wine. What you see at the bar is, does this show up?
Nope. Oh, wait.
No. Well, it's skipped already. Okay, there is one dwarven skeleton sitting there at the bar, just drinking because he got nothing better to do. And he sees you and hails you. Hail and well met, adventurers. What brings you to the temple? I say, old chap, I should say.
Oh, hey.
He's got obviously an archaic sounding accent.
Definitely friendlier than the other inhabitants we've met around here. We're here to, figure out what's going on here. Reopen the temple, etc., and so forth. Get everything cleared out for goodness and light again, and so on and so forth.
And good luck to you with that. Apparently, when the calamity struck and I was stuck here, the Archmage had a change of heart during the calamity, and he is now a lich.
Oh, well, that sounds out of my price range.
So I've seen many of your kind come and go in the intervening years, and As I understand it, it doesn't go well with any of them. He introduces himself as, what's his name? Lord Nibelung Silverthroat. Rosemary, you're a bard. Do a history check. All you need is a 10.
All right. I got 3.
Never heard of me.
Bill, you can roll a 20-sided die tonight.
I was
I'm aware.
I was the talk of the town. I was a hero of the land. I traveled far and wide, and my moniker Silverthroats was well earned. It's sad that time has moved on, and the young no longer respect their elders. Everyone's writing a book. No, he
Yes.
does not appear to be threatening to you. He's the only one here at the bar, and he's just like Bugs Bunny. Anything he pours in his mouth comes out.
So tell us more about this lich, the archmage, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. I just have to flip over to that page and look at him.
So Walter,
Yeah.
are you learning anything from this bar layout here that you can maybe pass on to your son when you get back home?
I mean, I'd like to go ahead and take a look behind the bar, see how they have it set up back there. If that's all right with you.
I mean, he seems nice enough. Like he's not going to care.
Yeah, welcome.
Niebling's cool.
Come and share a drink with me.
What do you got on tap here?
Well, there are, since I'm looking up 2 things now.
And as we do so, I'll take out my towel and wipe down a section of the bar. Yeah, at the end where we plan to.
It is dusty. It certainly can use some attention. This dude is a Dwarven lord. He's at the bar, and he's been missing company. What is behind the bar? Cases of liquor, kegs of ale, and you're looking at the wines, and there are some elvish variety. The halflings are also known to be foodies who appreciate wine. There's some of their brews. And, okay. All right, you asked about the lich. So
I sure did.
Let me find out what his actual name is.
Walter will be going through and trying to find a blackberry wine from the halflings, and if he finds something along those routes, he'll pull it out, pop the cork, and pour a couple of glasses here. After spitting in and wiping out some mugs, right?
It tastes pretty good. I mean, some of your stock has probably ended up here. You donated. Did you donate the good stuff or not?
Mid-shelf. We usually kept the highest shelf stuff for ourselves, but we were above just serving the lowest of the low. That's what you serve to the drunkards.
Why didn't it tell me what his name is? Just Undead Priest of the Hammer.
Priest of the Hammer.
They called him the Hammer in his day. Well, as you know, liches are notoriously difficult to defeat. But you would have to get rid of him before you could reconsecrate the temple and cleanse it of the evil that had taken it and cursed us all.
Yes. No, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That's liches for you.
Yeah, it is. Walter, are you the only one drinking?
Well, I guess, now that I found out that
Oh no, I poured glasses for everyone.
For everyone.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So everyone
Yeah,
can sample.
Nice.
Just to show that there's nothing wrong with it, the Dwarven Lord takes one of the glasses and pours it into his open jaw, and it spills all over.
Yeah, clearly nothing will happen to us.
I believe it.
Clearly it's safe. Yeah, now that I've realized that we're up against a lich here, I totally drink that stuff down. Give me another one. Yeah, why don't you serve me another one there, Walter?
Oh, sure, he'll.
Niebling, anyone, I don't care.
Oh, yeah,
Well, you can have mine, and then Strick leans down as proper dwarven fashion when a beer has been stilled, and sucks the wine out of the shag.
Oh, shit. You're really leaning into that.
Nice.
I thought Walter said that wasn't. I guess that is something that happens every day with the dwarves.
Well,
So, Barkeep, tell me, do you know how to fix clocks?
No, I don't. If I did, I would have fixed that cuckoo that's there on the wall. It's you see that the cuckoo is like sprung out and like drooping down, just like on another Bugs Bunny's motif.
I say, too bad, and I point to Strick, and I'm like, he's got a clock. It's only right twice a day.
yeah, but clocks are a little bit easier to figure out. And Strick walks over and casts a cantrip of mend on the cuckoo clock.
Nice.
Nice.
And the spring snaps back to a coil.
And it starts doing the whatever time it is now. It's 5 minutes fast, and it starts cuckooing 10 times.
All part of the plan.
And just for just to be complete with your mend, it's working now, but since the time is wrong, you set it to your own clock, which what is that, like 6:30?
Looks like 6:45 to me. And he wipes the excess wine and dirt and hair off his shagged sucking lips.
There you go.
Okay. I don't think, if I'm reading this right, the booze is. You don't notice anything wrong with it. Not saying that there's anything wrong.
That's good to
It's
know.
just really good. How many
Nice.
drinks has everyone had? And I'll look up how long that takes you guys to.
Well,
You'll be
I'll-
drunk. You
I
are
will-
drunk.
I will take the second drink. So I have
The one that I gave
You
you.
had 2.
Yeah.
You had 2. Everyone else had 1.
I had whatever
Yep.
he could pull out of the carpet.
Yeah, I would just have one.
Just the one for me. Mhm.
Okay. Well, yes. Well, Farah, you are probably the lightest weight.
Oh, by far.
all.
Literally lightweight.
So I am going to consider that about 2 drinks for the sake of drunkenness. I'll look up the rules
Fair
for
enough.
drunkenness as it is coming up on 10. So
Strick is only like 3'2" as well. He's a very small dwarf.
now, typically, the dwarves, it's common knowledge that you can drink a lot, but specifically to this, there is a drunk effect on these booths,
Oh,
which
nice.
we'll find out how long that lasts, and if you like stay here and let it wear off before you go on. But that's the end, I think, for tonight, as it is 10. And I'm glad you got out of the elevator. I'm glad the Beatles didn't wipe
That was a
the
close
party.
one.
We figured it out. We're good.
So we got another month or two.
Yeah, Strick and I only died once.
Yeah.
Doing
That's
pretty good.
That's pretty good for me.
That's pretty
Not
good.
too shabby.
Yeah.
But you guys have already used up your short rest and your hit dice.
Yep.
I mean,
And now we're on level 2.
Technically, I have 1 hit die left. So.
Okay, so you could benefit from another short rest.
Yeah.
Technically, I'll be bringing another character to the table next week.
You're like Bruce Banner, and like next week you're going to be a barbarian.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe.
Awesome, man. Thanks. This was fun.
Yes, definitely.
Good time.
Okay.
Yep.
See you next week.
See ya.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep. Thanks, Andrew.
Well, well. How kind of Andrew to give us all a drunken long rest. Much needed. I'm sure that Strick's plan will come together in the next session, right? Please come back and find out. As always, thanks for listening to the Wednesday Night Crew. And more or less, we'll see you next week. Hey there, listeners. Would you like to support the Wednesday Night Crew as we go on adventures in Eberron, as well as our other adventures in other systems like Basin, Alien the Role-Playing Game, Call of Cthulhu, and many others? Then be sure to visit patreon.com/Eberron Adventures. Heck, you could be as famous as our supporters Jonathan, Andrew, and Sean. You get your name up in lights. Well, maybe not lights, but how about the end credits? Soon enough, we will be adding more tiers to our Patreon with cool things like character names, character creation, homebrew items. The list will be endless. So please be sure to visit patreon.com/Eberron Adventures to donate and be a part of the family. And as always, see you next week.